I seriously don't think I've ever done that before. Uh-oh. Hip.
So?
I'm totally hitting this.
Any luck?
Well, I'm trying. No, but this lift looks like it's been recently used.
You're right, but why did he run off in the first place? That's just careless.
I couldn't agree more, but at least now we have a trail. Let's see if the lever still works.
You know what? We'll do this. We'll do a poll at the beginning of the stream tomorrow, and I'll let you guys pick if we're saving or killing the girls. I'll let you guys decide. So we'll take that vote at the very beginning of the stream tomorrow when we start playing. And y'all will decide what we do.
There you go. Then let's see where that leads.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty creepy. The hell's that thing? What time will I be playing BioShock? Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. EDT. Oh. Well, wait, you know the guy didn't come through here if there's worms attacking, or, not worms, dogs attacking us. They're rats. What are you talking about?
Focus, clear. Focus. What now, Magistra?
Synthetic!
Let's take a look around. He must have gone somewhere.
Sithic says, hi, it's my birthday today, so have a few beers on me. Also, you playing Shadow Warrior 2 on release? Yes. 13th of October? Absolutely. We will not only be playing Shadow Warrior 2 on release, but we are going to replay the Shadow Warrior reboot before it. So absolutely we will be. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yep. Thank you, Sithic, for your $10, and happy birthday, my man. Thanks for joining us today on this, the day of your birth. That's where we came in, right? So... Hey. Jerk.
Prepare yourself. That's what I call well hidden.
Cool. Hey, Merc Plays! Thanks for the giveaway, bud. Hey, Thidgeman. How you doing, man? Why was my health going down? I think I was poisoned. Did we just go in here? I'm doing it. We're doing it live. You sure you have time for all these game promises? I think so. It's going to be a little bit tough. We've got the BioShock franchise playthrough. We're going to play Mafia 1 and 2 before 3. I've got TwitchCon and Shadow Warrior 1 before Shadow Warrior 2. So, it's going to be tight. We may want to start either Shadow Warrior or Mafia right after BioShock. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Short answers, though, I'm going to do the best I can.
This is beautiful. What is this place, Magistra? Can you read the glyphs?
I'll try. Yes,
Wow.
that... Tower of Memories. That should be it.
What are these crystals?
Good question. They look like energy sources, don't they? The same as the Pyreans used. And that power, it's immense.
The Tower of Memories. That sounds like the Starling version of the Chronicum to me. A place to gather knowledge. That's just what we need, isn't it?
Let me read some more. Blazes, this is tricky, but... By Malthus. Yes! We got lucky. The prophet was right. This is an archive. The archive to be... The gathered memories of the ancient Starlings.
But thing here.
We will see about that. Come.
Where is our dude? Oh, shit.
That was unexpected. What now?
One moment. Ah, here.
Wait, what's happening here, Magistra?
The Starling Prophecies were right. The ancient fathers have lived in this place for eras, maybe eons. And throughout the years, they have documented the rise and fall of every civilization. And we're just about to see their memories of the Pyreans.
Wait, did you just say the Starlings have been up here since before the Pyreans?
Correct. And they witnessed all of it. Their creation, their bloom, and their downfall. The same goes for many, many cultures that were before them.
But now that it's our turn in the cycle, they have disappeared. Why?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? But I fear we have no time to wonder about that. At least not for the moment.
But if the ancient Starlings have lived here for so long, that means the cleansing somehow couldn't harm them.
Correct. And yet they never helped any of the civilizations that were extinguished by it. Who knows?
This is
Maybe
murder.
their hands were
If they
tied
know how to
somehow.
defend themselves against the High
Malthus bless your travels. Who knows? Maybe their hands were tied somehow.
Or they didn't want to get involved for some reason.
Or that.
Or maybe they caused it.
But that's just speculation. What we do know is that neither the Red Madness, the High Ones, nor the Cleansing could harm them, and that their knowledge might be the key to completing the beacon. Look at that! Welcome to the memories of the ancient fathers.
Holy
Let's
shit,
see
dude.
what we can learn from it. If the Grand Master was right about this, the Pyrean history should perfectly reflect the different phases of the cycle, including the Cleansing.
What the hell, dude? Alright, this looks like the first one. A bunch of people hanging out. You can see, like, spears and wearing skulls. Then they built up a city. Offered kids to the gods, maybe? I don't know what that means. Looks like there's a lot of burning on this side. Then they found religion, maybe? Then they warred over that religion. And then this thing came from the sky and killed everyone. Look at that face right there. What the hell is that? Ugh. Let's activate this one. We'll start at the one we think is the beginning.
That's the first step of the cycle. Out of nothing, life forms itself. And from that life, man evolves and starts populating the earth. The second step of the cycle, just as the Grandmaster said. A first civilization arises, blossoms, and falls. For us, it was Asadoron's reign of the Eterna, which collapsed after Starfall. Who knows what it was in the age of the Pyreans? That's... let me see... Yes, this is the creation of a theocracy. After the first civilization falls, a second one arises. That is reigned over by a few who proclaim themselves gods.
Lightborn.
Do you see the hats? These were the sun priests of the Pyrean realm, the equivalent of our Lightborn.
That's step number 4, the downfall of the rulers. For us, it was the Shadow God and Narazul Aranthiel who killed the Lightborn. In the Pyrean Age, it was this general, Jakal. He was a member of one of the reigning castes himself, but one day turned against them. The Archmagister told me all about it. He was the Pyrean Shadow God and the Pyrean Taranar Quarek, all in one, so to speak.
The chaos, the war, the red madness. This is the 5th step, where we are right now. Do you see this shape in the background? This must be the High Ones who are behind all of it. The cycle nears its end.
Even the animals are going crazy. Man, whoever designed these reliefs, this is awesome.
The 6th step. The cycle concludes, the cleansing happens, and mankind vanishes, just like that. Do you see this temple in the background? This must be the temple in the city of 1,000 floods, the heart of the Pyrean realm. And after the 6th step, it all starts over. So this is the final proof. Everything that has happened to the Pyreans, and probably to those before them too, is now happening to us.
We knew that already. How does that help us find the Numos?
That's the question, but... by the gods.
What?
Mankind. It ascends to the sky, to the High Ones. Oh, by the righteous path, now it finally makes sense. All of it.
Why? What is there we don't already know?
Mankind doesn't vanish at the end of a cycle. It becomes a High One.
What?
That is how they reproduce, how they feed, or whatever you wish to call it. Don't you see? These shapes that ascend skywards. They're thoughts, our consciousness, our souls, and all of them together form a new High One.
So you are saying that what a High One really is the consciousness of an entire civilization?
Yes, it's our memories, our thoughts, our dark knowledge, our collective consciousness. This is monstrous.
Chat's picking up on exactly what I'm thinking. Basically Reapers. Harley Hero, Mr. Chiron, and Wayside Comment, thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it, guys. A and Silas Gnome, thank you, dude. So what the cleansing really is, the creation of a new High One from a civilization?
Yes, by the righteous path, that's it. Quarek is right. In a way, humanity does reach a new level of existence, because it becomes one of those beasts.
But even knowing all that, it still doesn't help us. We still know what the Numinos is.
Oh, yes, we do. The word of the dead. You said the aged man left it for you, didn't you?
Yes, why?
Then this is the way. The Numinos. I know what it is. Or rather, what we need to fill it with. The essence of a High One.
The essence of a High One? What makes you think that?
It's hard to explain. The problem with the High Ones is that they don't have a physical shape, and this makes it hard to fight them. They are everywhere and nowhere, just like the air. This is why we need the beacon to fight it. It has the power to banish them.
Because it is the counterpart to the High Ones, that's old news. But what makes you think a High One's essence is what the Numinos needs to be filled with?
It's an assumption, but a well-grounded one. What the beacon does is channel massive amounts of energy and unleash it on its core. Isn't it logical, then, that we need something of what we want to banish? Like an energy signature inside it. It might sound far-fetched to you, but it feels right.
It feels right is hardly a good basis upon which to make such an important decision.
You're correct. It is not. But I don't see that we have any alternatives. Do you?
Alright then, even if this is true, how in blazes are we supposed to get our hands on the essence of a High One?
Well, this is where it gets complicated. But I think I also have an answer to that. The word of the dead. We need to use it on a High One, to enter its mind. If there is any place we can find a High One's essence, it is there.
But even if that would work, where are we supposed to find a High One? You said it yourself, Magistrate. They don't have a physical form, and even if they had, they surely wouldn't reveal themselves to us.
If only we could find the corpse of one orbiting a dead star that's already been
correct.
killed.
But I know where to find one.
And where's that?
Where the last cleansing took place. That is where we need to go. And once we are there, you need to listen to the echo.
Of course. You can see what happened back then.
Correct. The echo grants you the ability to feel and relive the memories of this world. But since the High Ones are immaterial and will not reveal themselves to us when we want them to, all we can do is travel back to a point where they did. The last cleansing, where the Pyreans became one of them.
And you want to use the word of the dead on this High One to enter its mind and steal its essence.
Yes. This means that we have to find the holy city of the Pyreans, where the last cleansing took place, the city of floods.
What makes you think the word of the dead will work on a memory? I thought it can only enter the minds of the deceased.
Yes, but we just learned that devouring us is what allows the High Ones to create a new one of their own. In other words, death is what a High One consists of. It's a giant, sentient, and ethereal corpse in a way. If the word of the dead doesn't work on them, it shouldn't work on anything. At least, that is one way to see it. Let us hope I'm right.
She is making so many assumptions. Oh, man. And where are we supposed to find... Oh, we don't even know where the city is. Okay, where are we supposed to find the city of floods?
Well, I hope this place can help us find the answer. If the ancient Starlings witnessed the entire cycle of the Pyreans, then they surely knew a lot about the geography of the world as it was back then as well. We need to keep searching. Come, let us go back to the tower.
Entities who reproduce by devouring the consciousness of an entire civilization? That's just bizarre.
Is it? Don't we ourselves breed pigs so that we may eat them once they are fat enough? In a way, the High Ones are just like us, except that it's our thoughts that they are after rather than our bodies. It bears a certain kind of logic. You cannot deny that.
Knowing that, Korak's story about mankind ascending to another level isn't as far-fetched as it first sounded. We don't cease to exist. We coalesce into something else. Into a High One.
Yes, but is this new High One really us? Or does it just need us to come forth? Yes, we know now that this is how they reproduce. But we still know far too little. How did they come into being? How long has this been going on? So many questions.
True, but if I may say so, Magistra, we should save the philosophical questions for after we have stopped the cleansing.
Of course.
I gotta admit, man, like, nothing from those murals showed the people being made into a High One. I don't like how much they're just assuming. Like, all of a sudden, it went from uncovering and figuring out secrets to...
Kermai?
They are here. They have been here all along.
Kermai! Where by the righteous path were you?
There he is.
He was a fool to bring you here. You soil-born are too dangerous. You've always been. But he was too blinded by his dream to finally finish her and sail home.
I don't like this, Magistra.
What are you talking about, Kermai? The fact that the ancient Starlings left this city doesn't have anything to do with us.
Stop talking! Darn it, you are so ignorant! They are here, but they won't reveal themselves to us because they don't accept your presence. Because you are unworthy of them.
Kermai, this place has been deserted for centuries. You're rationalizing, don't you see it?
He rationalizes? What do you take him for? A fool? If you would just listen for
Maven of
once
Misfortune.
in your life, you'd hear them. They're everywhere. He will prove his worth to them. He will show that he deserves to live among them. The soil-born have to die, and then the fathers will reveal themselves. But how?
Kermai, stop this! Right now!
The defense system, of
No.
course. They will understand.
To arms.
What is this?
Forgive him. It has to be done.
Find the map and leave.
Dude, am I really gonna have to do all of that again? Oh my god.
Super wrecked.
Well, that was cool. Jesus, man. AI, what's up, dude?
Kirash, this is beautiful. What is
Man.
this? Can you read the glyphs?
Tower of Memories. That should be it. Good question. That should be it. Lucky. The prophet was right. This is an archive. The archive, to be precise. The gathered
Thankfully, we
memories
can
of
speed
ancient
through most of this, but
Starlings.
that's my official response to this
see about
situation. Red Valor with the new sub. Ephesian Lol with the new sub. Good show to you, friends. Thank you also to Earthmaster Flex, Regniz, and Zalin Show for the resubs. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all your support. Oh god, I jumped right before. Oh god, am I gonna land and die? Oh no. Please don't die when I hit the ground.
That
we
was
good?
Unexpected.
Okay.
What now?
One moment. Here.
Wait, what's happening here, Magistra?
The Starling Prophecies were right. Correct. And they well, that's the big question. Correct. And yet, they never helped any of the civilizations that were extinguished by it.
Why? This is murder. If they know how to defend themselves against the High Ones, why didn't they share that knowledge?
Who knows? Maybe their hands were tied somehow. Don't jump to conclusions. Have you ever wondered where the plans for the beacon came from? As Arenthiel said, its technology shares a lot of similarities with Kermai's starship. But that's just speculation. What we do know is that neither the Red Madness, the High Ones, nor the Clint... Who knows? Maybe their hands were tied somehow. Or that. But that's... Now, would you look at that? Welcome to the memories of the ancient fathers. Let's see what we can learn from it. If the Grandmaster was right about this, the Pyrean history should perfectly reflect the different phases of the cycle, including the cleansing.
Yeah, right. Don't jump to conclusions, she says.
That's the first step of the cycle. Out of nothing, life forms itself. And from that life, man
That's step
evolves
number
and starts
4, the
populating
downfall of
the
the
earth.
rulers. For us, it was the
sixth
Shadow God
step,
and
the
Narazul
cycle
Aranthiel
concludes,
who
the
killed the
cleansing
Lightborn.
happens, and mankind vanishes.
Good talk.
Just like that. Do you see this temple in the background? This must be the temple in the city of 1,000 floods, the heart of the Pyrean realm.
Okay.
The second step of the cycle, just as the Grandmaster said. A first civilization arises,
I'm gonna save.
blossoms,
Yeah, don't worry.
and falls. For us, it was Asadaron's reign of the Eterna, which collapsed after Starfall. Who knows what it was in the age of the Pyreans? That's... let me see. Yes, this is the creation of a theocracy. After the first civilization falls, a second one arises. That is reigned over by a few who proclaim themselves gods. Do you see the hats? These were the sun priests of the Pyrean realm, the equivalent of our Lightborn. The chaos, the war, the red madness. This is the fifth step, where we are right now. Do you see this shape in the background? This must be the High Ones who are behind all of it. The cycle
That's right, Bike
nears
Man.
its end.
Okay, something is bugging out here.